All right, so today we're gonna keep it pretty simple. I got two pretty good point guard builds that are two four-way demigods that you guys can use on NBA 2K25. They are both 6'4" guards with a bunch of stats going from finishing, shooting, playmaking, all the way to defense. I mean, you literally can't go wrong with them. You can use them in the ones, you can use them in the twos, the threes, maybe even the 5v5 if you're really like that. I'm not really too sure. Hey, the chapters are below as always. I just need one quick favor from you guys, and that is to hit that subscribe button, drop a like while you're down there, and turn that post notification bell on so you can never miss an upload. But anyways, we could go ahead and get into the first build. All right, so for the first point guard build, this one is going to be pretty insane. I mean, again, as I said, literally from finishing all the way to defense, we're going to have stats literally everywhere. Again, they are 6'4" guards, so I mean, it's not going to be like a tall guard type of demigod, but it still is going to be a demigod. Anyways, point guard position, 6'4" in the height. Weight, we are going to be going all the way to 175 pounds. Wingspan, we're going to put it to 6'5". So these are the vitals that you want to copy. Make sure that you have them exactly like this. We can go ahead, press continue, and go down to the physicals, because with builds and build videos as I make, you know, I love going to the physicals first. It really just gives us a foundation for the badges. But anyway, speed, we're going to go 86. Agility, we're going to put it up to a 78. Strength, we're going to put it up to a 48. And then our vertical is going to be all the way up to an 80. So I mean, it is a point guard. We could start off with our shooting, you know, why not? Our 3-point shot, we are going to be having a 93. Our mid-range shot is going to stay an 83, and then our free throw is going to be a 68. So we are going to be putting 5 cap breakers on 3-point shot to make it a 98 3-point. And you guys are probably like, why do we not have a 99 3-point shot? You guys just gotta let me cook with this build, because the 3-point shot is gonna be a 98. I mean, we're not gonna get any legend shooting badges, but they are gonna be all on Hall of Fame for us, which is just what we need. You know, we could put a max +1 badge on one of these on legend if you want. If you don't have the cap breakers, you are gonna have gold Deadeye, gold Limitless, gold Set Shot, and gold Shifty. But I mean, majority of you guys should have at least a couple cap breakers now, especially if you're new to the game. I mean, you have to hit, I think, level 39 once. You get all of the cap breakers from the past, you know, seasons, so that should work out for you pretty well. But again, you know, the gold badges are just fine. We have an 83 midi, so if we need to do some spin jumpers or, you know, midi fades, hop jumpers, whatever it is, put Pro 2, you know, dribble pull up on, rhythm shoot the fades, and they're going to be way too overpowered. I mean, like, 83 midi is an OD. You're not going to be hitting some crazy shots, but again, if you're wide open, you should be able to make it. And then we got a 68 free throw. Not much to say here. If you do want to, you know, take this build to the 5s, you might want to make your free throw a little bit higher, you know, adjusting the build at the end, but that's really up to you. Now, going to our playmaking, our pass accuracy is going to be a 71. Our ball handle is going to be a 93, if I could get it up there. And our speed with ball is going to be an 86. So we got a little bit to talk about here. Pass accuracy, 71 pass ac. This is pretty baseline on NBA 2K25. I mean, it's not too much, it's not too little. You're not going to be throwing lob passes, you know, across the court. If you're playing threes and you're at the half court line, I mean, corner passes and wing passes should have no problem. I know a lot of people out there dick eat me for having a 71 pass ac, but I mean, again, like, I'm not throwing bad passes and they're not lobbing like crazy. But again, 71 pass ac, it is going to give us bronze break starter, which as a 6'4" guard, we are probably never going to use this badge. But I mean, I guess it's cool to have if you get a rebound and like maybe you need to just throw it down the court for a last second point. I'm not really too sure, but I mean, again, I've used break starter probably less than 5 times on a build like this, so I don't know if it's really like that. But the thing we need to talk about here is our silver dimer. So if you're, you know, lockdown's open in the corner, he's flaring up to the wing, maybe your popper's slip popping, you got to make sure you have silver dimer so they don't miss their wide open shot. I mean, it's going to give them a little bit of a boost, but again, it is July, we're about to be in August. There's no way that they're 50 ball, and if they are, the dimer is going to help them out. So, you know, make sure they thank you every time they shoot the ball and that shit goes in, because I know your friends are 50 on this game. I mean, I'm just knowing it already. We got a 93 ball handle. Obviously, we're going to be putting +2 cap breakers on it to make it a 95, which is going to give us access to Steve Francis signature size up, which is a very important size up on NBA 2K25. And granted, I mean, like the past couple years, but for badges, I mean, we get ankle assassin on Hall of Fame, handles for days on Hall of Fame, and then we still have gold unpluckable. Again, if you don't have 2 cap breakers to put it to a 95, you're gonna have gold ankle assassin, gold handles for days, and gold unpluckable, and then just use Trae Young signature size up, because I mean, it's kind of like the Steve Francis clone a little bit. I mean, obviously they're not the same, but I mean, Trae Young still gets the job done. And then also with the 95 ball handle after the cap breakers, you do get a couple more sigs, but nothing worth noting over, just because Steve Francis is just that OP. I guess if you guys have an extra cap breaker, you could make it a 96 so you can get that Hall of Fame unpluckable. But I mean, for this, you know, showcase of the build, I'm only showing 7 cap breakers. We got an 86 speed with ball. Now this is where we're gonna have to use our max +1 badge on lightning launch to make it Hall of Fame. Now, gold isn't bad, but I mean, when you have that max +1, you might as well put it on lightning launch to make it Hall of Fame. So it makes your speed boost left to right and laterally like just, you know, a little bit faster. Because I mean, speed boosting isn't the fastest in this game, but again, when you have that Hall of Fame lightning launch, it just makes it a little bit better. So again, 71 pass act, 95 ball handle after the cab breakers, and an 86 speed with ball. Going on to our defense, we have a 59 interior defense. Our perimeter is going to be an 85, and then our steal is going to be all the way up to a 94. Block, we're going to keep it a 38. O board is going to be a 27, and then D board is going to be a 47. So we don't really have rebound on this build, but it also is because we have a lot of perimeter and a lot of steal. But anyways, 59 interior defense, not really going to do too much for us. I mean, we are 175 pounds, 6'4" guard. I mean, if you put your hands up, maybe you can get a stop in the paint when they're, you know, taking a layup. Maybe going for a dunk, you can knock them out of the animation. I wouldn't count on it too much. We got an 85 perimeter. Now, this is very important so we could play some defense on the 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s, whatever it is. We do get silver challenger, silver on-ball menace, and silver pick dodger. So again, I mean, these badges, it's basically like a trifecta. The challenger is going to, you know, allow you to get those closeout contests. Even if you're sagging off a little bit, I mean, you're still going to be able to get a contest. On-ball menace, you could bump the shit out of your defender with no problem. You don't have high strength, but again, the badge is basically going to make up for that. And then pick dodger, silver pick dodger ain't really like that. So, you know, just pray when the footer is setting a screen on you and, you know, maybe you won't get tossed onto the ground. So yeah, that's it for perimeter defense. We could go down to our steal now. We have a 94 steal, which is going to give us gold glove and Hall of Fame interceptor. Now, gold glove is a good badge. I mean, if you know how to reach on this game and how to get steals, this is just going to work very, very well for you. For me personally, I'm not a fan of glove, but that's also just because I don't reach. But most of you guys that are watching this video spam the shit out of your square button or X button, so glove is going to come into play. But this Hall of Fame interceptor, man, it actually hits the spot. Like 2s, 3s, 5s, back up for the lane a little bit, press square, and you're going to get a Superman animation majority of the time with this badge. Just for both of these badges and 94 steal, do me a favor and buy steal boosts every time you use this build, because steal boosts are kind of like jump shot boosts in this game. They actually really do make a difference. So yeah, gold glove, Hall of Fame interceptor, two pretty good badges that you guys can put to good use. And then 38 block, 27 O board, and 47 D board, absolutely nothing to talk about here. But to round off this build, we got a 93 driving dunk. Our standing dunk's going to be a 39. And that's going to be it for this build. Now, obviously, the thing to talk about here is the 93 driving dunk. I mean, it is quite insane. We got posterizer on gold and Hall of Fame aerial wizard. I'm pretty sure we get 2 or 3 contact dunk packages. Now, me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the dunk meter in this game. I really hope in 2K26 that it is a little bit better, which I think it is, because they said that they're going back to having green windows in the meters. So that's probably going to help out a little bit. I think like the problem in 2K25 was the dunk meters. They were not easy to time and they were very confusing. Hopefully next year they do get better. Gold posterizer is going to help you, you know, finish those contact dunks and make your green window a little higher. But the badge that I really want to talk about here is that Hall of Fame aerial wizard. If you need a last second bucket, just run around the court wherever you are, press X or circle, or I mean, if you're on Xbox, you could do A or B, and it's going to give you a self lob animation, and they are very easy to time. I mean, it's like, you know, any older 2K, little circle on your screen with the little icon in the middle, and you got to time it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, we're almost in fucking August. You should know what I'm talking about. The aerial wizard does help you. So again, 93 dunk, gold posterizer, Hall of Fame aerial wizard. It's just what we love to see on this game. We got 78 driving layup, which is not going to give us any layup packages, but I mean, we get silver float game, bronze layup mix masters, so I guess that's cool. But I mean, that's going to round off this build pretty much. Again, it is a little 4-way demigod. The only thing about it is that it is 6'4", so it's not like a true, you know, 6'8", 6'9", 7-foot demigod like you guys are more known to. But I'm a small guard. I've always been a small guard, so I consider this a demigod for myself. We can run down the build one more time. 93 driving dunk, 83 midi, 98 3-point after the cab breakers, 71 pass act, 95 ball handle, 86 speed with ball, 85 perimeter, and a 94 steal. I mean, y'all gotta let me know what you think about this build down in the comment section. 7 cab breakers, pretty easy to use. I mean, I don't really see any problems with this build. If you want more free throw or more defense, I mean, take down the steal and the perimeter a little bit and you should be just fine. But we could go ahead and press X, press continue, and see what we have came up with. Again, guard builds on this game, they don't really have too much of a variety when it comes to, you know, names, but it looks like we have created the 2-way inside out ISO creator, which honestly, this name is pretty unique. So again, if you need a build like this, I would go ahead and swipe the Visa and you can maybe make it your last build of 2K25. All right, so for our second build, this is going to be more catered to the 1s and the 2s. twos. You could use this build on the threes as well. I always try and give like 2 versions of the same build, kind of with a little bit of tweaks. The last build was like basically for everything, but this build is going to be strictly 1s and 2s. So point guard position, 6'4" on the height, 213 pounds, and 6'6" wingspan for the vitals. Make sure you copy this down completely and exactly how it is. Let's go ahead and press X and press continue. So our physicals, we are going to have an 81 speed, which is kind of low, but I mean, it's going to work out for the attributes that we have later on. We have an 86 agility. Our strength is going to be maxed out at an 85. And our vertical is going to be at an 80. So again, it's a point guard build. I like to go up with our shooting. Our mid-range shot, we are going to have a 94. Our 3-point shot is going to be a 72, and then our free throw is going to be a 69. So this build is obviously going to have a 99 mid-range after the 5 cab breakers. Again, like I don't really show builds that often with a 99 midi. So this is a prime example of a 99 midi build if you guys are looking for one. And trust me, when I say this, I mean it. 99 mid-range on this game is fucking incredible. Like the last time I used to build with 99 midi, I literally thought like shooting was completely different. I don't know what it is with the attribute compared to like a 99 3-point shot, but I swear the 99 midi is just different, bro. Obviously we're gonna get legend Deadeye, legend set shot, and legend shifty. We're not gonna have limitless because we have a 72 3-point shot, but that's completely okay. If you don't have cab breakers, you are gonna have gold Deadeye, Hall of Fame set shot specialist, and gold shifty shooter. But again, most of you guys should have 5 cab breakers in the big 2025. But again, the 99 midi is going to allow you to do literally anything you want from the midi. If that's a step back you want to do, a hop shot, a spin jumper, hop jumper, regular fade, dribble pull up, it literally doesn't matter, bro. It's gonna go in, especially if you incorporate rhythm shooting, which a majority of you guys already do. I mean, you're gonna be golden with this build. Now we got a 72 3-point shot. You guys might think it's kind of low, but again, just use high risk, high reward, get your hot spots, and then find a good jump shot, which I mean, we're a 6'4" guard, so you know, Patty or KPJ, and you should have no problem at all with this 72 3-point. I'm not gonna like go out and say that you're gonna make every single one of your shots from the 3-point line, but I mean, you should be able to shoot at least over 40%. And we got a 69 free throw. Again, this build is mainly for the 1s and the 2s, maybe the 3s, but 5v5, we are not going to be using this whatsoever. But again, maybe you will. I personally wouldn't. Again, 69 free throw, just make sure you have it. So going on to our playmaking, pass accuracy is going to be a 65, ball handle is going to be a 90, and speed with ball is going to be an 86. So since this build is for the 1s and the 2s, we have a 65 pass accuracy. We don't really need too much. Like for example, on the 2s, you know, we don't really have to make really long passes. We're just passing to our corner or the wing or a slip. So, I mean, 65 pass sec is going to be okay. We get break starter, again, just a badge that we won't ever need to use. But bronze dimer, I mean, if your lockdown is in the corner wide open and he's a little 50, the dimer is going to help him out. Same thing if it's, you know, if he's on the wing or if it's your popper, whatever it is, at least you have the badge to help them out. We got a 90 ball handle, which we are going to be putting 5 cab breakers on it to make it 895 if you have 5 cab breakers. Now, I need y'all to hear me out for a second. If you don't have 5 and you have at least 2, make sure to put it on ball handle to make it a 92 at least, so you can get Trae Young signature size up, because I know not everyone has 10 cab breakers for this build. Make sure you really take that in so you don't mess up this build, and then you have like a 90 ball handle and you're like, okay, what am I supposed to do? But anyways, how the build is originally supposed to be with 5 cab breakers, we are going to get Hall of Fame Ankle Assassin, Hall of Fame Handles for Days, and Gold Unpluckable. If you have 92, obviously that's going to be a little bit different. But this build with Steve Francis, and then Hall of Fame Ankle Assassin, and then all the extra attributes we get on this build, I mean, it is just insane. And we also do get this lovely badge called Strong Handles, which in my opinion has been the most overpowered badge on NBA 2K25. I mean, if you need a free point, literally left stick up right into your defender and like do a crossover, like right stick to the left or to the right, and it'll give you like a crazy meg animation 9 times out of 10, which is just going to throw them off balance, and then you're going to have an easy 2. If you want, you could put your max +1 badge on Strong Handles to make it legend, but that's up to you, because like low-key I would put it on Lightning Launch, which we're about to talk about. But again, if you want Strong Handles on legend, you could definitely do that. Now going on to our speed with ball, we do have an 86 speed with ball once again, just like the last build, which is going to give us gold Lightning Launch. Again, I would recommend putting your max +1 badge on Lightning Launch to make it Hall of Fame, but also Legend Strong Handles is a good option for this, so it's really up to you. I mean, I don't remember if you can change your max +1, like you could like switch it off. If you can, I would honestly just test out both of them and see which one you use more. Honestly, I think Lightning Launch will be used a little bit more, but again, that Legend Strong handles, it really is something else. So that's going to be it for our playmaking. Obviously, this is a 1s and 2s build, so we're going to have a lot of defense. We got a 75 interior. Our perimeter defense is going to be a 94. Our steal is going to be at an 85. Block, we're going to put it all the way up to a 60. Offensive rebound is going to be 53, and defensive rebound is going to be a 60. So again, it checks out that we have a lot of defense on this build because again, 1s and 2s, you just need a good amount of interior, block, rebound. You guys know what I'm talking about already. So 71 interior defense, we're not going to be getting any sort of interior badges because unfortunately we are a small guard, and you know, these badges like Paint Patroller and Post Lockdown are for some reason locked above 6'5" and 6'6". So I mean, like, it's fine, but the attribute itself at a 75 rating is going to allow us to get some good stops in the paint, whether that's going to be, you know, on layup drive attempts or dunks or anything like that. The attribute is more than good enough for them to not just have easy buckets on us. We got a 94 perimeter defense, which is going to give us a shit ton of badges on the defensive end. I mean, we got Gold Challenger, Gold On Ball, Gold Pick Dodger, and Gold Immovable. I mean, literally 4 great badges on the gold tier. Again, if you're new to 2K25, this is a quick rundown on the badges. Challenger is going to allow you to get some, you know, pretty quick closeout contests. On Ball Menace, you're going to be able to bump the shit out of your defender, and with an 85 strength and a movable enforcer, that little trio is just unstoppable. I mean, the defense you're going to play on this build is going to be A1. Pick Dodger, you're going to be able to get through screens on the 2s, and then a movable enforcer, I mean, you're basically just going to be able to outstrength everyone and make the ball handlers get off dribble a little bit. I mean, 94 perimeter defense is great on this game. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it and say you're going to get stops every time because a lot of people still do hit yellows and a lot of shots are open on this game. So I mean, like, it's not guaranteed stops, but if you have good defense, you should be just fine. We have an 85 steal as well, which is going to give us Silver Glove and Gold Interceptor. Interceptor won't really be used much unless you're playing the 2s, obviously. So again, just back off for the lane a little bit. Just give it a little bait, press square at the right time, and you should get the steal. But Silver Glove is the badge that's probably going to be used a lot. It's not the greatest badge in the world at the silver quality. I'm not going to, like, you know, make it seem like it's the best stealing badge in the game, but just do me a favor and buy Steal Boost, and this badge is going to be a lot better. Again, you guys are probably better at stealing than I am, so just press square at the right time, and you should be able to get the steal. So again, 85 steal, good attribute. The badges are okay. Intercept you probably won't use a lot, but it's all good. Going down to our block, we have a 60 block. We're not going to get high flying denier for this rating, but again, 60 block with an 80 vertical. You should be able to get some blocks every now and then, especially if people are taking layups on you. I would say 3 to 4 times out of 10 you should get the block, but I mean, that just really comes down to how good you are as a defender when it comes to jumping, you know, getting the right timings. I wish we got like chase down artists or something like that, you know, on bronze at least, but again, we don't really get that attribute on a small guard. You need a shit ton of block for whatever reason, but it's all good. Going down to our rebound though, we have a 53 O board and a 60 defensive rebound. This is going to give us box out beast and rebound chaser on the bronze quality. Now 53 O board and 60 D board, surprisingly, they do give you some pretty good jumps and pretty good rebound animations if you are playing against other guards. Like obviously if you're playing a center or even a lockdown, it's not going to be anything crazy, but I mean, against guards you should be straight. But that's going to be it for our defense. Make sure you have all of these attributes down correctly, and we could round this build off with our finishing. So max out the driving dunk to a 93 and then put your standing dunk to a 40. So again, it's the same as last build with the 93 driving dunk. We get a couple contact dunk packages and a bunch of regular dunk packages, which should help you get to the rim pretty easily. We got gold posterizer and Hall of Fame aerial wizard. Now, if you guys didn't watch the first build, I'm going to say this again. The dunk meter isn't that great this year. I really hope in 2K26 they do improve it, because I feel like making builds with like 96 plus dunk, which I mean doesn't apply here, but in general it's kind of useless because contact dunks are insanely hard to time. But I mean, 93 dunk, we get a couple contact dunk packages. So I mean, if you learn how to time the dunk meter, you are going to be unstoppable with this build, but that really is up to you. Now, the badge I want to talk about is Hall of Fame Aerial Wizard. This is a bailout badge on this game. I mean, you go for the self lobs, you press circle and X or A and B if, you know, you don't know how to do that at pretty much any angle, as long as you're decently wide open, and you are going to get a crazy self lob animation, and it is free points. And then if you don't use any of these badges, I mean, you could just go for regular dunks, which is kind of boring, but I mean, you do have the option to do that. We got a 75 driving layup, which is going to give us physical finisher on bronze, float game on silver, and bronze layup mixmaster. Now, Obviously, we are not going to be getting layup packages, but I mean, the badges plus real player percentage or high risk, high reward should be pretty good for you. So yeah, this is the second variation of the 4-way demigod build. Again, this one is more centered towards the 1s and 2s, and if you have 10 cab breakers or at least 7, this is probably one of the most insane 1s builds that you guys are going to see all year. I mean, we have some crazy attributes from finishing all the way to defense. We could run through the build one more time for you guys. 93 driving dunk, 99 midi, 72 3-point, 95 ball handle, 86 speed with ball, 75 interior, 94 perimeter, 85 steal, 60 block, 53 O board, 60 D board, with an 85 strength. Again, you guys should definitely make this build if you need a 1s or 2s build. You can maybe use it on the 3s, but the 5s I would definitely not recommend. So y'all let me know down in the comment section what you think about this build. We could go ahead and press X, press continue, and see the name that we have came up with. Again, like, I gotta give you guys 2 different variations of kind of the same build. Like, you guys know I got you, bro. You gotta hit that subscribe button for the kid. We got a 2-way mid-range slasher. So I mean, again, swipe the visa, have some fun on the 1s and 2s with this build, whether that's proving grounds or, you know, theaters, stage, whatever it is. It's honestly a lot of fun. So yeah, those are going to be the 2 4-way demigod builds on NBA 2K25. Again, they are 6'4" demigods. So I mean, it might not be what you're thinking. I'm a small guard, so I consider them as demigods for myself. The 2 builds are insane. One is 7 cab breakers, one is 10 cab breakers. The second one can be used with 7 cab breakers, as I said, you know, with the 92 ball handle. But if you have any critiques to the builds or anything you could change about them, just put them down in the comment section, because people do look for, you know, suggestions on how to make the build better and things like that. If this video did help you out at all, or at least gave you a template for a new build on this game, make sure to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, drop a like while you're down there, and turn that post notification bell on. I mean, we are so close to 2K26. I am beyond excited for it, so you gotta have the notifications on for those uploads. I hope you guys had a great day today and a great rest of your day. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.